I'm gonna spray some rose water, okay? Take a deep breath.
Abby, will you marry me?
Paul, how's the practice doing?
Great. Who's next?
No one today.
Hey friends, it's What the Flick, and everyone is graciously letting me, Grae Drake, introduce them. Ben, Christy, and Alonso, and then moi. And this movie that we're talking about this time around, Touchy Feely.
Are those like nipples you're messing with there?
It is.
You're tuning in
obsessed this
Tokyo.
week.
Who's you're describing it?
Yeah. So Rosemarie DeWitt stars as a massage therapist who has relationship problems because her boyfriend, played by Scoot McNairy, wants her to move in, and she's not sure she wants to, and then suddenly finds that she is repulsed by human flesh, which is tricky if you're a massage therapist. Meanwhile, her niece, played by Ellen Page, is having her own issues, and her Rosemary's brother, who's a dentist, finds a new clientele because people think he can magically cure their TMJ. It's the latest from Lynn Shelton, who did Hump Day and that other one. Your Sister's Sister. Take a look.
How's the apartment search? You found something?
Not yet.
Why don't you just move in with me?
What time's your first victim?
Oh, 10 minutes ago.
What's going on with you?
I don't know, I feel really weird. I need you to fix me, please.
You can fix yourself.
I love both those other Lynn Shelton.
Yes.
I liked Your Sister's Sister. I thought Hump Day had kind of a failure of nerve. This one's a mess.
This, I look at the IMDb description of it, which you kind of got, but it says a massage therapist is unable to do her job when stricken with a mysterious and sudden aversion to bodily contact. And I'm like, I missed that.
What did you think it was
All the
about?
close-ups of skin didn't give it away.
I mean, that's definitely right. I'm like, oh yeah, that is what happened. But I was so positive. So the first time she's a massage therapist, and then we see her, and there's a lot of super tight shots of skin and hands, and it's
Pores.
right. There's a lot of this is a pory movie, and I thought, and I'm curious whether you did, because it came after we'd seen them have sex in the bathroom, right? That I thought she was pregnant. So, like, it took me a while to figure out that this was, oh wait, she's not, when is she gonna tell him that she's pregnant? Like, for 20 minutes, I was like, she's pregnant, right? Like, obviously, because she throws up. Like, she's massaging someone after having sex in the bathroom, and then, and they've obviously had sex before. I know you don't get pregnant like that, I think. And then she runs into the bathroom and throws up. And I'm like, and then she's disturbed, and she doesn't know if she wants to move in with her boyfriend, and I'm like, well, this is a movie pregnant girl. I've seen this before.
It's like usually, cough in Act 1 means you're dead at the end of the movie. Vomiting usually does go there, but no, I was pretty clear on the thing. But here's the thing, the Rosemarie DeWitt's character is the least interesting person in this movie. I would have much rather have watched a movie about Scoot McNairy, about Ellen Page, about the dentist, about Allison Janney as the Reiki healer.
Everybody here is good. I like, there's Rosemarie DeWitt, Ron Livingston. I love her. I love him. Ron Livingston's in it too.
There's so many people.
And it just, but there's an incredible sameness to the way it's shot, like scene after scene in either a Reiki studio or a massage studio or the dental office, and they're all framed exactly the same way. Everything looks the same. Nothing happens outside. Nothing. It's a little bit claustrophobic and not in like a cool submarine movie way, but
it felt like somebody's first film, like one of those indies where I've got these locations and I've got these actors and I'm just gonna pop the camera down and we're gonna have long, rambling dinner table conversations, and when you think about how great that opening segment of Your Sister's Sister is, where Rosemarie DeWitt and Mark Duplass get drunk and have all those revelations, and there's all those agendas going on. Like, you don't get any of that kind of sort of filmmaking mastery going on.
There's a scene in this movie where, along those lines, where Rosemarie DeWitt takes ecstasy, and I guess, and so does her brother at some point, and they go off in different. But
That's some Angelina Jolie stuff.
it's not it is a scene that makes you never want to take ecstasy. I mean, it doesn't sort of, but I think the intent is to make it seem how in touch you get with people. And she has this conversation with Ron Livingston, who I guess she had a relationship with before, and they're a couple now. But they.
Oh, in real life?
In real life, yeah. They've been together forever. Yeah.
We're still plugged in.
Look at you, gossipy Nikki.
And they have a baby. Look at that.
Wow.
And they but I found that like baffling. I didn't know what they were talking about or what. Like, I mean, did you? But I mean, it referred to stuff prior to the movie story.
It's about this old relationship that you've never heard about before, and they're suddenly getting into.
But it's her big emotional moment talking to someone who you don't know.
Yeah.
So it just didn't feel right or land in any way.
So in the further evolution of these so-called mumblecore directors, right? So Drinking Buddies is great.
Sure.
This sounds like it does not represent a giant leap forward from the kind of meandering and self-centered films that genre.
No, definitely not. And it's a step backward for Lynn Shelton, because like I said, first movie, second movie really liked, but now third, this is not really working.
Bummer with that huge talented cast.
Huge talented cast, and they all do interesting things in it. They're all good. They all know what they're doing, I didn't care. I liked, and I just, again, you just sort of, it's short. It has that going for it. But it has such good people, and there were good moments in it. There's some good exchanges, and when you could get past the sameness of it all, there were moments where I was, I definitely rooted for everybody.
It kept threatening to become more interesting. Like if it had really just literally like followed any of those side characters, I think we would have had a more interesting movie.
So I gave it a 5.2, and that was, I felt stretching it a little bit because I like everybody in it.
What did I give it?
Give it a 4.
4, yeah. It is available on demand and opening in limited release this weekend, so we give it a 4.6.
That's right.